The pledge. Come on.
I don't know if you were laughing as hard as we were, but what I'm here to tell you. The tape of this program is available to you at the $100 level. This is a brand new Victor Borge program, and it's I think more a retrospective than a new program. And it shows stuff, frankly, that I've never seen before. It's fantastic. And laugh, I'm here to tell you, the whole room was jumping on that one. That's at the $100 level. This is a 90-minute tape, obviously without the pledge breaks in it, folks. At the $175 level, this tape, the Victor Borge Then and Now, and Victor Borge in London. So if you're enjoying tonight, if this is the kind of programming that you like to have in your home, if this is the kind of good, clean, wonderful humor that really makes you just sit down and go, wow, that's fantastic, for the whole family. If that's worthwhile to you, if it's valuable in your home, then for heaven's sakes, please, folks, support it, because we have so precious little of it in this world right now. And to me, it's important. Sometimes I know I get too intense about it, and I apologize to you for that, so please don't call and complain. I know that I shouldn't do that, but it is important, because it's kind of a last bastion, if you will. This is Sunday night. And your family, my family, sitting over there, my son and daughter-in-law and my granddaughter, they're sitting down and just having a wonderful time enjoying Victor Borge. What's wrong with that? And I hope you'll call and support it. I truly do. And it's for all of us. It is for every one of us. These people in this room, everyone in here, is a volunteer tonight. No one's getting paid for this. We're not taking any of your dollars to pay the people on the phones, or Drew, or Stevie, or myself for sitting here talking to you, or Gene for doing the floor work, or James in there doing the directing. We're here because we care and we want this thing to work. James is not directing, he's producing. The director will have me like that next time. All of a sudden the screen goes black. I'll find out I used the wrong name, right? But it really is a volunteer thing. And none of it works if you don't go to the phone. You see how important you are? You give the means to the station, and the station responds with quality, high-level entertainment that you're simply proud to have your family watch. Now, if that's worthwhile to you, if that's of value to you, then you're going to call and support it. If it's not, then I guess you're not. And I guess you and I will never talk on the same level or the same language. But to me, it's important, and that's why I'm here. So give us a call, keep calling, keep the subscriptions coming in, and we promise you, we pledge to you, we will continue to bring you this caliber of programming. That's the deal. Call us.
Well, believe it or not, I'm sitting only about 6 feet from George, and I could not hear a word he said because the phones have been ringing so wildly since we started this break, and we thank you for that. If you do get a busy signal, please call again. The room is full of volunteers from Greenbaum's Home Furnishings, and they're here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to take your calls when you call in. One way that might make it a little easier for you is by using your credit card. They take American Express, Visa, MasterCard, and Discover Card, and that will, of course, make it a lot easier on Channel 9 and save a little on administrative costs. The program you're enjoying right now is the reason that you're calling in to pledge, and it's to ensure that that kind of programming continues to come to your house next year and the year after. We have all been enjoying this Victor Borge. It spans all age groups. My 10 and 12-year-old children are big Victor Borge fans. So am I. So is my husband. So is my mother. He covers all the spectrums. He's delightful. He's humorous. He's loving. And to think that he arrived here 50 years ago, he was penniless and he could not speak any English, and he kind of self-taught himself and became one of the great American entertainers. Now, this program tonight is the first time it has ever aired, and as George told you, one of the premiums is this program without our pledge breaks at the $100 level. But if you want it, you have to call now during the show, so don't delay. Call in now.
You know, something that really annoys me about some of the local TV listings that you get in the newspapers is that you will just see a name of a program listed in there, but it won't tell you anything about it. Well, that's where this little perk about sending in your donation to Channel 9 comes in. 9 Magazine. It is the one where you can turn to find out what's playing when, even in those hours that aren't covered by the TV listing. It's got your 24-hour Channel 9 listings. It's got background material on it. It's also got interesting behind-the-scenes features on the programs, too. Not only telling you about what they're going to show, but why they're doing it, why they're presenting it in the way that it's being presented. Channel 9 magazine is another great reason to subscribe to Channel 9, and it's thrown in with any pledge, regardless of how much you pledge to us. So please, call us up now, make your pledge, United States or Canada, and join us here at Channel 9. Thanks very much.
We tend not to view it as an American station. It's not like the other stations in Seattle, which are very definitely seen as U.S. stations. For some reason, British Columbians see KCTS as kind of global. It sort of crosses the border. It kind of transcends being out there or an American station. And I think that just because it is such good quality programming, a British Columbian doesn't view it as a British Columbian supporting an American channel. It's just supporting public television.
Lee Carter, who comes down here almost every subscription drive. I honestly don't know if Lee's going to be here for this subscription drive or not, but a wonderful talent, wonderful lady. And just another one of many, many friends from British Columbia. Drew down here from Victoria tonight. Lee coming down from Vancouver. Paul Winskill is here this afternoon from Vancouver. And by the way, to all of you folks from British Columbia and from Washington who have called in and subscribed tonight, thank you so very, very much. It is really nice to know every once in a while when you get in front of a live camera to know that you're not sitting here all by yourself. Sometimes you get a feeling in the pit of your stomach when none of the phones ring, you think, oh my God, I'm here all by myself. And that's not the case, not the case at all. 177,000 subscribers to Channel 9 now. Join the family. It's fun and it's worthwhile, and you will really feel good about it. You'll be so surprised with that, but you'll feel good about what you do. So help me, you will. Now the premiums we have, there's only 2 for this program, but they're great ones. The program you're enjoying right now, and by the way, there's another whole section coming up. Victor Borge, Then and Now, that's at the $100 level. This is a 90-minute program. This program was made just last April, just a few months ago, in Detroit, Michigan. So it's a brand new production by Victor Borge, and it was done for public television. It's another way of saying it was done for you. At the $175 level, the Victor Borge program we're watching now, plus Victor Borge in London, which is a 50-minute program. So you get, what, 140 minutes of Victor Borge? That's good stuff. That's wonderful. Yeah, have a Victor Borge party at your house, huh? Okay. Remember, we have Ask KCTS here at Channel 9 where the viewers call in and they can say anything they want about the station, and we have the management team here to hear your views. We really do care. It is your station.
Each and every time I turn around and look at the volunteers, I see that they're all busy on the phone. George probably just told you to keep trying, even if the lines are busy, keep calling, but I can't hear what he's saying, so I'm going to tell you again to keep calling, to keep trying if it's busy. You know, the reason you call and subscribe to Channel 9 is because you like the programming that's on the air at the time you call and subscribe. But I want to remind you about the diversity of programming that Channel 9 has. Tonight you're getting a wonderful evening of musical entertainment. Earlier we had Lawrence Welk, now you have the Victor Borge special, and we have Judy Garland coming up later on this evening. Last night you had the Black Adder, Brit comedy, the whole night long. It was great. We have an evening coming up with a whole bunch of the cooking shows featuring special fish dishes. There is a program, an evening of public affairs programming. There every night you have the McNeil Lear Report. The kids have Sesame Street. There is literally something for everyone on Channel 9, and every one of them is a good reason to be a subscriber, and it only works when you call in the number you see on the screen and subscribe.
If you're enjoying this Victor Borge Then and Now, and judging by the bedlam behind us right now with bells going off all over, a lot of you are, thank you very much for one thing, for taking the time out during this break to call the number on your screen and to join up with Channel 9. But also, don't forget that we have available for you at certain subscription levels our premiums. The Victor Borge Then and Now video, 90-minute video of the program, uninterrupted, as George pointed out. And for $150, Victor Borge Then and Now video and Victor Borge in London. So that's a total of 140 minutes of Victor Borge, some of this funniest material. Yes, even the Lyndon Johnson jokes, which are still not tired about 25, 30 years after the fact. It's all here available for you in the premiums that you can get for joining us here at Channel 9.
We just received a call from British Columbia. A gentleman said that he was on a business trip. He's in a motel this evening watching the program, called in a subscription, gave his home address, of course, for the premium, but said he was 200 miles north of the border, Drew, and it's snowing. So And he said one of the reasons he called, besides the subscription, was to tell everybody in British Columbia and in Washington that that 1-800 number works for everybody wherever you are. We get many calls from British Columbia saying, hey, 800 numbers don't work up here. This one does, folks. This one works. You try it. You'll get through to our volunteers, and you'll be able to take advantage of the premiums that we have for you. Remember, there are two of them, the $100 level, the Victor Borge Then and Now tape, and at the $175 Victor Borge Then and Now and Victor Borge in London. If you work for one of the companies in our corporate match, and I'm not going to list all of them, but if you work for one of the members of our corporate match, you check with your personnel director. They'll tell you whether or not your company belongs. Your subscription will be doubled. In other words, your company will match your subscription dollar for dollar. It's a good example of corporations and companies matching your interest, what you are concerned about, what you value in your family. Your corporation values it with you. It's a good deal. Check with your personnel officer, and if you do belong to it, then you've just doubled your subscription to Channel 9, and good on you. Call us.
Earlier, you heard Ken Greenbaum say that the people from his company have been volunteering here for 6 years to answer the telephones, and I guess I've been volunteering here almost 8 or 9 now, and who knows how long George is. He's older than Methuselah, so he's probably been here for 30, 40 years. But it kind of gets into your spirit to volunteer at Channel 9. It really, truly does. And volunteering is kind of something that comes second nature. Once you start doing it one place, you do it another place, and a lot of these people have a lot of special interests in their life. But you can, too, become a member of the Channel 9 family and volunteer in your own special way. And the way you do volunteer is by voluntarily subscribing to Channel 9, because that makes you a part of the Channel 9 family. And it really is very easy to do. It doesn't take much time. It simply means going to the telephone and dialing the 800 number that you see there on your screen. And as was mentioned, that's good everywhere in Washington and in British Columbia. You can reach on that same 800 number. Then the volunteers down here who've given up their Sunday night will be kept very busy and won't be nearly as tired tomorrow at work, because they know it was for a good cause. So call in right now.
I'll tell you something that makes me feel really good, and that's the number of Canadians who are phoning in right now. George mentioned the gentleman from 200 miles north of the border up in the Great White North, eh? And we've got here the pink slips and the yellow slips. The yellow slips are for Canadian subscribers when they call in, and I love seeing the yellow slips almost outnumbering the pink slips. That's really great. Don't forget, you can put that on plastic too. Major credit cards are accepted at Channel 9. It's got all the benefits of putting the money right to work for Channel 9, and cuts down all the administrative hassle and so forth of sending out the bills. So do remember that, and also remember that with your subscription comes your year's subscription to 9 magazine, which will make sure that you don't suddenly look at the TV schedule and say, what the heck was that show I just missed? And realizing it turned out to be really interesting. 9 magazine is your key to knowing exactly what's going on Channel 9 and behind the scenes. So call the number and join up. Thanks very much.
I live in a small village, Crofton, on Vancouver Island. I don't know what the population is. It's probably 1,500 maybe. And I would certainly urge every single person in the whole place to. Every time I talk to people, I ask them, have you seen this program? Have you seen that program on Channel 9? I'd have no hesitation at all recommending them, because it's the best there is.
Laurie John, another great Vancouver, British Columbia viewer and supporter and volunteer who comes down and helps us with our subscription drives. Remember the premiums that we have offering for you tonight. At the $100 level, Victor Borge Then and Now, the program we're watching now, that's a 90-minute tape. At the $175 level, that tape plus Victor Borge in London. Now, we're not going to take any more of your time. Please continue to call. I know a lot of you got a busy signal because the phones have been going, wow, in this one, and thank you so much for that. Please call back and take advantage of this. Support this kind of programming. This is the kind of quality we want in our homes. I think you agree with me. I hope you do. And now back to the conclusion of Victor Borge Then and Now. Enjoy.